Welcome to The Art Show, where every week we bring you funny, irreverent, and pithy views on culture, society, and anything else we can think of. Once a week, the focus is on the weird things going on in America or the world. And once a week, a show dedicated to entertainment, music, theme parks, and live shows. So sit back, relax, and wait for the entertainment to begin. Catch us on Rumble, YouTube, Spotify under The Art Show, and on Twitter at The Art Show PCast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another podcast of The Art Show. Um, the Oscars were just a couple of days ago, so I thought it might be fun to take a look at what everybody talks about all the time, which is the outfits that, the entertainers wear as they zoom along the red carpet or whatever it is that they're doing. So, having said that, I think that, I, honest thing here, I have not watched the Oscars in probably, more years than I want to count. And frankly, you know, it just kind of bores me to tears. So I don't watch it anymore. When I was younger, I used to watch it because, there's like three channels. So you don't have a boatload of choice of what you're going to watch when you're doing that. And the people that I hung out with like to watch the Oscars. I think it was a little more entertaining back then. Now it's just this sort of amalgamation of seeing who can wear the most outlandish things and I don't know. Apparently, there's like real people designing these things, not just you know pulling things out of the goodwill and tie dyeing them or something. I don't know, but some of these outfits are really pretty funky to take a look at. But on the, to be honest, there are people that are, wearing nice looking things and um, apparently care about their appearance rather than, seeing how much attention they can attract. I guess in this day and age of click, 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 you have to do something to stay ahead of the curve. So what we're going to look at right now is I thought I'd start off with just looking at um, the ones that I thought, were actually fairly attractive. So I have some pictures that I'm looking at here from Business Insider. So I'm just going to kind of scroll through these and maybe make some comments about them, and you can determine for yourself what you think they are in case you missed some of this. But here we are. The first one that is actually showing up here is Ariana Grande, and you can see that she's sort of wearing this uh, pink dress with what looks to be a really large, poofy comforter that's surrounding her midsection and then hanging on the floor. And honestly, um, if you take away this whole poofy thing, the dress itself looks fairly attractive, but this this comforter that they told her to go hold and put around her midsection. it's really distracting, and I'm not really sure what the point or purpose of that whole thing was. Um, it's really not doing her any favors. I don't know. I maybe the designer's making a statement, whatever that is. I don't know what that statement would be, other than, hey, grab something off your bed and just hold this because I don't know what else to give you. And so here you go. Maybe somebody will take an extra photo of you because you have this thing around your midsection. So there you go. Ariana Grande and her attire. Next on the list is Jennifer Lawrence, and she looks very nice in this. It's a I guess a black or navy and white polka dot, maybe one of those colors. I'm colorblind, so I really can't tell you what that color is. I think it's black and white. Um, it's attractive. She looks nice in it, and it looks, if not a little matronly, it's a very nice, attractive dress, and so kudos to her. For all I know, there's no back on it, and her butt's hanging out. But other than that, from the front, it looks like a pretty nice, attractive choice to wear. So kudos to her for not stepping in with the weird crowd. Dwayne Johnson has this gray satin suit, and a pretty poor choice. You should probably be wearing a suit that has a proper full canvas so that you keep away the wrinkles and stuff that show up on there. So this looks to me like a suit that was made without that, and it probably looks like it doesn't have proper lining in the pants because they're also badly wrinkled up at the thigh, and overall just not an attractive look. So probably got this like off the web or something. I don't know where he got this suit, but it's really poorly constructed. It just doesn't go off well. I think maybe if I was gonna wear that choice of the color choice isn't too bad, but clearly not a good look. It says that this is satin, but the way that it hangs on him, it looks more like linen, which would be an even odder choice to wear for an award ceremony. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a no vote on that. At least he's wearing black shoes with it instead of like some weird colored thing. So that's working out. Um, Next is Emily Blunt. She's wearing a very nice, attractive, um, formal kind of dress with an interesting looking necklace that all seems to match together and piece together pretty well. So to me, that looks very nice. You know, shows off her figure. There's no extra like comfort or adornment that she's hanging on to. I think it's like pink. I don't know, pink with glittery things on it. I don't think they're sequins because I don't really know if they put sequins on these dresses or what they do, but it's pink. So there it is. And it does have some adornment of some sort of jeweled elements that are around the waist and stuff. And so it all seems to match together well. So whoever put that together, I think this article says it's beaded. I suppose it is. Beaded. Here's Matthew McConaughey and Camila Alves. Um, so Matthew's suit looks okay. I don't see, I'm not really a big fan of these alternate color lapels. So he's got like a black lapel that comes out of the black lining. So half of it's black and the other half looks like a maroon color. Um, I'm not a fan of that personally, but it's okay. I mean, it works. It matches the best. So, it all works together well. But um, his sleeves on his shirt are too long. They shouldn't be hanging as far down there as they are. You know, typically for men's suits, the sleeves are shorter so that it shows off, the cuff below the sleeve. But personally, I don't like them that short because I think it shows off too much sleeve. So that's just my personal thing. Um, Camilla seems to have on this sort of, it looks like it's a black gown, but the way it fits and hugs her and sits at the bottom, down at the bottom and surrounds the bottom of her feet, it looks like Morticia in you know so so to me it's not entirely that attractive. And then she has and then the way it fits is it's so low down on her shoulders and arms that um, she has to have like a silver bra up above it, and it just doesn't really work, at least for me. You know, I'm, so good try. I mean, it wasn't totally horrible, but you know. And then Ava DuVernay, you can see that she has a very attractive dress on. It looks very nice. It's long sleeved, and I don't know, it's probably pink. Um, but the shoulder straps look like these big, huge buckles that somebody took off like an army backpack, and painted them pink and put them on there. They're really this monstrous looking thing. It's really not, it's really not doing it for me. But overall, the dress looks attractive. I mean, that's okay. Um, and then here's Andrea Riceborough. I don't know who she is at all, um, but she looks like she's wearing like this whole dress. It comes up all the way up above her neck, so there's no cutout, there's no neck to it. It's like one of those sort of all the way up necks, and then full long sleeves, and then it goes all the way to the ground. But it looks like she's wearing an entire like body length kilt. I don't know how else to describe it because that's exactly what it looks like. It looks like a whole kilt that was made for her body, and they just kind of sewed it onto her. And here's your dress. Um, so that really didn't hit it for me. Um, Next is Erica Alexander. Again, sorry, Erica, don't know who you are. Um, I don't know. This has like sort of a look of it to me like so it starts out okay on the top, it's got like a white top, and then there's like it seems to go all the way down like a full length white gown. Um, and then for some reason they strapped on an outer an outer skirt that has like these that's rimmed with like a blue, white, and pink fluffy thing, like those fluffy socks that you buy that you wear in the wintertime, and they're kind of like fluffy. It's like they wrapped that around this little outer black skirt and destroyed the whole look. This would have looked like a nice dress with just a nice white gown. It would have looked um, very classic. It would have looked well until the designer decided it had to do something stupid and put this outer thing on it. Maybe she took it off later and said, "Man, this just looks dumb." But um, whatever that is, I don't know what that was on the outer part. It would have looked nice, I think, just as a plain white dress. Um, Ella Patsky, she has a very nice. It has a midriff cutout on it, and kind of a low cut white sort of gown. It's attractive looking. Looks fine. I mean, no problems with that one. Um, and then Molly Sims has a very nice gown on. It's sort of flowing, kind of a nice look to it. It's very low cut, and whatever it's like, there's a rope. It's like the trim on this thing is made out of like a thistle rope, a woven rope. Um, I don't really particularly like that look. It kind of seems to ruin the whole effect of the softness of the regular gown. So I don't know what that was all about. I'm not sure who picked that or how these designers come up with this stuff. So let's go back. Let's go back and we'll look at Vanity Fair and see the pictures that they put in there, and we'll take a look at some of those and see what people are wearing there. I came across another photo of some other people wearing outlandish things, and what's her name? Emily Ratatouille or Ratajkowski. I'm really not trying to make fun of your name, Emily. I just don't know how to pronounce those names with like 50 consonants in them. So I probably should have just left it, Emily R. Instead of, overdoing it. But um, again, here's a person that, I don't know, she thinks it's an artistic statement to show her breasts everywhere. Really, just get over that. There's really nothing artistic about your breast. Everybody can do this. It's not. This is not a really complex thing to pull off, which is to show your breasts off. Everybody can do that. You know, I mean, get over that. Come up with something new, and quit thinking, oh, this is my artistic expression for today, which is the same as it was yesterday, which is showing my breasts off somewhere. Not that I mind seeing your breasts, but really, come up with something new. I don't know. But don't go to extremes and think, show off everything, because, we don't want to get that far along. We don't want to go that far down the rabbit hole. Here's Lily Gladstone, a very nice, attractive, looks like a navy blue dress with a train on it. It also seems to be navy blue. I know nothing about fabrics, so I'm not even going to pretend to try to say anything about what people are wearing for fabrics. Coleman Domingo is wearing a double-breasted black tux with a black tie, white shirt, kind of a traditional-looking thing. Looks nice. The one thing I did notice about this, though, is the trousers are bell bottoms. I guess those are back. Are bell bottoms back? Nobody tells me anything. I don't know. I went to sleep for a couple of decades, and I wake back up and bell bottoms are back in. So here we are, bell bottoms. Next is Divine Joy Randolph. It's a nice gown. I don't know what's going on with all the poofy stuff around the sleeves. If you were to picture like a million of those ostrich boa things that people used to wear and just wrap them all around your arm, that's what that looks like to me. So it's not, it's not flowing with my brain. I'm not getting that one. I'm not getting that at all. America Ferrera, it's a nice dress. I think it's, would you call that red or hot pink? I don't know what color that is. Red or hot pink, form-fitting gown. Looks very nice on her. Zendaya has a very nice-looking gown on. Again, with my colorblind list, I have no idea what those colors are. Maybe they're greens. I don't know. But it looks attractive on her. She has a very slim figure, and so chose a dress that augments that and shows it off fairly well. Cillian Murphy is wearing the regular black tux. Nothing fancy here. Looks good. Fits him well. Not all wrinkly like The Rock and his wrinkle suit that he was wearing, that he apparently just pulled right out of the washing machine before he put it on. Emma Stone, nice looking dress. Again, I don't get fashion, so I can't comment on these things. But I've never understood the thing where it pokes out from the waist, and it has like that secondary sort of I don't know, skirt thing. I don't know what that is. I never get those. Florence Pugh, nice looking dress. Pretty classy. Nothing unusual going on there, in my mind. Billie Eilish. I guess her thing is a goth look. I don't know. Is that her goth thing? Because she's got like a white button-down shirt, a black blazer that looks like you just came from the Stetson Academy, for forlorn rich kids, and you're wearing that, and then a black and white checkered skirt, and yeah, it looks like it's the whole I don't know what to call that, schoolgirl look, right out of prep school, sort of that preppy thing, I guess, is what that is. Anya Taylor-Joy in regular nice looking dress. Looks nice on her. It has like those, like ostrich feather things, layered. No, it looks more like fish scales. They're kind of layered down the bottom of the dress. Uh, that's the effect that it kind of gives to me. So I don't know. Greta Gerwig, a very nice looking sort of beaded, maybe sequin dress. Looks good on her. Goes well with her. Margot Robbie, in this one here, she's wearing a black sleek dress, but I saw this other picture of her. Uh, I think it was on the red carpet part of it, and she's wearing like this gold corset that looks like it's like out of Gunsmoke, and she's one of Miss Kitty's girls at the saloon. You know, it just has that look to it. So this is not the same as that. So maybe different. Maybe she wore two different outfits. Do they do that? Do they wear more than one outfit? I have no idea. I'm just speculating here. Ryan Gosling trying to do something here with a black tux with looks like silver piping on the lapel, and a black shirt. I don't know what's going on with the shoulders. They look like maybe they were over padded. I'm not quite sure what that effect is that's going on there. But and then again we have Sandra Hüller. I don't know how you pronounce her name. Sorry, Sandra. She's wearing a really looks like to be like a very nice black gown until they decided that the front of it, coming out from the chest, had to look like this gigantic bow tie that they just sort of slapped in the middle of it. Oh, here's a nice black dress, but let's put like this gigantic black bow tie coming right out of your breasts. And it looks like you could fly in that thing. So, thumbs down on the black bow tie. The rest of the dress looks very nice. Rest of the dress, there's Lupita. She's in a sort of a traditional looking sort of gown. Nothing outlandish going on there. Greta Lee's wearing a black and white gown with looks like a sash, that goes over her neck that turns into a train that doesn't quite go all the way down to her feet, but close. Looks nice. Works with her. Charlize Theron. I don't know. Is that like a silvery thing? I think it's like a silvery thing. Fairly traditional gown. Looks nice. Kirsten Dunst has a very nice, attractive white gown on, strap shoulders on it. Looks pretty good. So yeah, that looks good. Gabrielle Union has like a white, no, maybe a silver and black dress on. Looks good on her. Looks okay. And she sort of matches Dwayne Wade in his black and white tux with a white double-breasted coat and then black trousers to go with it. Makes a nice match. Bradley Cooper, nice looking tux. Yeah, I like it. It's double-breasted, all black. I think the buttons are offsetting with white, maybe, from this photo. The sleeve buttons look like they're offsetting. No tie. And again, there's the bell bottom. So, as I said, I woke up from like Rumpelstiltskin. I woke up and everybody's wearing bell bottoms again. I have no idea what Rami Youssef is wearing. It looks like it looks like he's wearing like a Catholic priest's robe, and then he threw a tuxedo, a black tuxedo top over it. It's all black, but it does. It looks like a Catholic priest robe, and he threw on a black tuxedo suit coat over the top of it, because I don't know what's going on there. I'm sure they're pants of some kind, but who can tell these days? Who can tell these days? Willem Dafoe wearing a nice regular black tux with black shirt and kind of a different shade of black tie that looks kind of nice. Looks good. And he has his shirt sleeves and coat length are more about online with what I prefer to wear. Celine Song, again, she seems to be going with that same sort of you know, boarding school look with a black coat and black skirt and black socks and these matron shoes. Do you remember the 007 movie where the Russian woman had the little spikes coming out of her shoe and was trying to kick, everybody to poison them with these little spikes coming out of her shoe. Those are the shoes she's wearing. I swear she's got those shoes from her. Because if there was a spike coming out of them, it would be those shoes. These like matronly looking shoes. It's very interesting. I don't know what that is. Lisa Kashi, I don't know her. She's wearing sort of a red gown that kind of flows around at the bottom. You would have seen this more traditionally, I think, in a lot of Oscar ceremonies back in the 60s, 70s, 80s. It's really a very traditional. Looks nice on her. It's not overstated. It does have those puffy sleeves, but the sleeves on this one remind me of like big, large rosebuds. They're not unattractive. Just that's what they remind me of. And Justine, is it Triet or Triet? I don't know. Sorry, didn't mean to mess up your name. She drug out her husband's or partner's suit and black and white striped and threw it on. Didn't have time to get a gown made, apparently. Brendan Fraser has a very traditional black tux on with a black tie, white shirt. Fits him properly. Looks pretty good in that. Spent some time getting to the tailor and making it work. Michelle Yeoh, a very nice dress. I don't know how to describe the colors again. They're like maybe a silver and something that goes on there. Floor length, and looks good on her. She wears it well. Jodie Foster, she always is very plain in her looks at these things, and again, kind of the same way here. And I'm not sure what the colors are. I always want to say they're purple, but again, I'm colorblind, so I can't tell. But it seems to be like a purpley, and then in the skirt part of the gown has sort of some reflective quality to it. It looks nice. Nothing weird about that. And Jamie Lee Curtis is wearing a nice traditional black body-hugging gown with a little bit of train to it. Looks nice on her. Haley Steinfeld, she's got something going on there. It looks good on her. I don't know what it is. It's like a pink thing, and then it looks like the sleeves maybe attached to the sort of this fabric-y color that maybe follows the train. It's hard for me to tell from this photo, but overall, that's what you got going on there. I'm just going to scan through a few more of these and, give you a taste of what everybody's wearing. Becky G, showing off her leg in her split thigh gown. And why not? She's young, attractive. Why not? It looks okay. It's not like split up to her waist, so it looks provocative. It looks okay. It looks nice. Regina King, same kind of look going on. This is sort of an orangey, I think, gown. Looks nice. With the built-in train to it, split to the thigh on it. Looks good on her. So there you go. There's my Oscar show for what everybody was wearing this year. I think it was a little more muted than what we may have seen in years past, at least from the pictures that Vanity Fair put out. I'm sure there's other pictures of other outlandish things that people are wearing that are out there on the internet. This, however, seems to be a collection, at least of people who are wearing more traditional looking costuming. I guess it's costuming. What else would you call it? Right? It's costumes. So anyways, we're wrapping it up. Thank you very much for listening to my Oscar critique podcast. I think I will try to put another one together about who all the winners were in the Oscars this year. And as you can see, I'm wearing my own black and white for this podcast. I don't know if I'll stay with it. You guys can let me know. Anyways, thank you very much. God bless. See you next time.